V8 engine. It produces 420 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. That's about the same horsepower as most of the mid-sized luxury competitors, but a little bit less torque because we don't have turbos on this V8. This engine sends its power to the rear wheels yet again via an 8-speed automatic transmission. If you want all-wheel drive, you can get it in the V6 engine and it will set you back $2,500, although Hyundai tells us that they don't foresee adding that option to the V8 engine. There's no technical reason not to, they just don't think that many people would be interested. Logically, the best fuel economy is found in the V6 model. You get 18 miles per gallon city, 29 highway, and 22 combined. If you add the all-wheel drive system, then that does lower the fuel economy quite significantly to 16 miles per gallon city, 25 highway, and 19 combined. If you get this big V8 that we're taking a look at right here, then the numbers drop yet more to 15 miles per gallon city, 23 highway, and 18 miles per gallon combined. Front seat comfort comes in at 8 out of 10 points. We do have a very comfortable driver's seat. We're in the totally loaded model. That means we do have the upgraded leather upholstery. We also have this power thigh extender and adjustable seat bolster cushions. That's the seat bolsters on the seat back only. Unlike a lot of mainstream luxury options, the passenger seat doesn't have the same adjustability as the driver's seat, so this passenger seat is lacking this adjustable thigh cushion as well as the adjustable bolsters, but it still does have the 4-way adjustable lumbar support. Right over here on the door, we have a 2-position seat memory, and we also have a power tilt telescopic steering column. One area where the Genesis really excels over the average competitor in this segment is headroom. We're in the sunroof equipped model, and we still have more headroom than you'll find in a 5 Series or an E-Class, even though they have a very upright profile, and this tends to have a more reclined profile overall. We also have more legroom than you'll find in your average luxury car competitor. So if I move this seat all the way back, we do find over 45 inches of front legroom, and that's really quite large. Out here in the back seat, we get a 9 out of 10 point score because the seat bottom cushion is really quite cushy. It is very comfortable. Now this middle seat isn't quite as comfortable. If I move over to that, we do have a decided hump right here. I do have a lot less headroom. I have to crane my head to the side, and this seat back cushion is really pronounced far forward. That's because we get a center armrest right here with 2 large cup holders. Moving all the way over to this right seat is an excellent example of why you should always try a car out for yourself rather than simply relying on the spec sheet, because manufacturers tend to measure rear legroom and front legroom a little bit differently. The Genesis scores absolutely tops in front legroom, but kind of middle of the pack in rear legroom. The actual story is somewhat different. Because we get all that front legroom up there, your average tall person, like a 6'5" person that I had right here in this seat, doesn't need to necessarily go all the way back in the tracks in order to fit comfortably in that seat. And that means that even though these rear legroom numbers seem smaller than some of the competitors, we actually get a little bit more usable legroom back here. If you take a look at myself in a BMW 5 Series, we have about the same amount of room, but a Mercedes-Benz E-Class is decidedly smaller than this in the back seat. Now, we don't have rear folding seat backs in the Genesis, but we do have a ski pass-through right here in the middle. Let's go for a quick spin around the interior. We have height adjustable seatbelts for both the driver and the front passenger, and we have these 4-way adjustable headrests. They move